and welcome to SimRail. Sorry for the little delay. I was caught up in a conversation, but we are here now. Now, Bill, what are you telling me, my bro? Nice to see you here. You are welcome. Connor, hello, mate. Nice to see you here as well. Right, yes, so we do have SimRail today. We've got some SimRail today, and we are going to have SimRail for a while. I'm doing very well, thank you, Connor. I'm doing very well, mate. How are you? Hope you're doing well as well. So yeah, so we're doing SimRail today. No stream tomorrow once again. Just a reminder, there won't be a stream tomorrow. So we'll be back on Monday when the DLC for SimRail comes out. With the ET22. The cargo wagon, the new cargo wagons, new map area to explore, and just general fixes, patches, updates here and there. And I believe the game's finally coming out early access, and yeah, I really do want to explore that because I love SimRail. We are going to do a week-long marathon of SimRail. So instead of the usual Euro Truck or American Truck Simulator and Train Sim Mod 4 and SimRail mix, it will all be SimRail for a week. And SimRail tends to do decently well on this channel as well. So hopefully we see some more growth as well for the channel. But for today, we are just gonna do the regular, do our thing where we hop over to EN1 and get stuck in as a train driver. We've got 12 dispatchers, 13 drivers. So yeah, so when the DLC does come out, I'll even stream myself because it's going to come with some practice track for ETCS, which is also coming, a new safety system for the game. And there is going to be a particular track. Yeah, why not, Nabil, man? Why not? There is going to be a particular piece of track just to practice ETCS, and I'll do the whole thing on stream. We'll train together, we'll practice together, we'll learn it together, as I've been doing. Even as a train driver, that's basically what I've been doing. Look how many express services we have. Jesus Christ, no one's taken them. But yeah, what did I say? What regards to driving together? I said come through, go ahead, let's go. So we know that the server's going to restart at 3:05, so in 50 minutes, 50. I might just start with an express. That 44-minute one looks just about right, if I'm being honest. And I haven't driven an express service in a while, although to be fair, I have just recorded earlier this week a 3-hour run on single player with it. So you think maybe I'd be tired and sick of it, but no. Yes, 3-hour run is crazy indeed, bro. 3-hour run is indeed crazy. But we did it. We did it. Not sure how. Not entirely sure how. But yeah, we did it. It took some patience, I had a podcast playing beside me, and that sort of helped, to be honest. Corridor lighting on and passenger compartment lighting enabled. Radio 1, that's good. So let's make sure everything's in order first. Paragraph back. I mean, you can have both of them, or either one is fine. This is all sorted out, obviously, from before we've taken over. Yeah, should be pretty straightforward. He says, as we are flying towards a red. Not flying necessarily, but we are heading towards a red. I don't have my map open, actually. Hold on a second. What's happened there? I need to open my map. My SimRail map. #1327. I love these short numbers for these express services. Christ. Bro, the information box is huge. I can't even, I can barely see, like, I can't see, it's blocking. Bro, the information box is blocking, like, my own train. I can't even see myself. Sorry you can't really see it properly, but just know that big box is covering like 90% of the screen. Yeah, so I learned that 6 on the numpad, 6, and I assume maybe 4 for that brake. But the main brakes I use are always 9 and 3. 6 puts it straight to running, so I don't have to guess anymore. I used to always have to guess where the running position is and estimate it. But now I can just press 6 and it automatically puts it in that position. I love it. Sorry, Nabil, I was taking a bit long. I know no excuse. I know the excuse Dovetail Games has for no multiplayer. When they tried it, they needed to disable SimRail. They needed complete rebuilds. I guess that's a fair reason. Bro, this is bad. Okay, I'm gonna have to keep it in portrait modes. That's the best. That's where I can get the best results. We are behind the service, by the way. That's why we're being held at all these signals. I guess that's a fair reason, fair excuse. But then it's obvious that multiplayer wasn't intended from the beginning. Otherwise, it would have been done differently. Yeah, fair, but why not rebuild it and have something exciting which would also profit them if it's good enough? But I mean, bro, they can barely get what they have in front of them right. Wherever this red is, I'm fairly sure I'm gonna sail past it. Oh no, we're good. The thing is, I mean, Nabil, bro, they can't even, it's as if right now, in their eyes, and, you know, I'm only assuming, but that's what I'm saying, it seems like, right now, they can't even take a break to fix bugs, because it's as if they feel like they're going to lose too much money in that small gap. So now imagine the time it's going to take to rebuild everything, bro. Look at even going from Unreal Engine 4.23 to 4.26? Was it 0.23 before? I don't know. Wherever the one was before 4.26. That was a lot of work for them. There's a lot that seems to be a lot of work. And it seems that anytime they could dedicate time to that work, they will. It seems like they're going to lose a lot. They're going to lose too much money. That's what seems to be the vibe. Nah, get out of the comfort zone, lol. Right, you're talking about Dovetail, bro. It's not about comfort zone, though, I don't think. It's about money, man. It's about money. Just to take time. Forget rebuilding anything. Just to take time to fix bugs, bro. Just to take time to fix bugs. Like they even said they were going to do. They couldn't do that. They had to bring us a new game. Don't expect... Be careful with what you expect from Dovetail, man. It will only lead to disappointment. That's why I don't expect anything anymore. And I know I'm more at peace. And because of other reasons as well. But yeah, man. At the end of the day, bro, we're talking about a whole new feature. Let's wait for them to fix.
Also, reach you for 14-125. You will be built as per schedule. Going on track 3. Please hold that signal.
We're talking about a new feature. They can't even get what they have now right. It's functional. We saw the scenery yesterday, bro.
Repeat, please.
We saw the scenery yesterday.
Samovice for the 14-125
It's not great.
will be held as per schedule. You're going on to track 3. Please hold at the signal.
AI host voice. I like it. It sounds professional. I rather much someone like that in the dispatching seats than the person we had last time that was trying to rush me. By the way, Fortnite when? Now I'm asking you.
You can also let me go ahead. There are no problems.
What do you mean let you go? I'm behind you. What do you mean let you go? He's not gonna let you go. I'm behind you, my brother. This guy's sitting in a tract and he's talking about, oh, you can also let me go. No, no. I need to get by it, my brother in Christ, please. What? Fortnite? Yeah, and now it's my turn to ask you for the bill.
Samovice for 14-125. You will have to hold at signal. There are faster trains behind you.
Because I've been playing a bill. Where are you? Where are you? Probably should start slowing down, you know. The thing is, he's keeping up ahead just like enough that it's not affecting us anymore. And I think there's someone in front of him as well. Or is that guy coming towards us? Wherever it is, it's an express. 6122.
14-125.
Why did he just call out his own number?
14-125. Go ahead for all Samovice.
Yes.
What sort of NPC interaction? That's an NPC ass interaction. Hello, Novinus. How are you doing, mate? Welcome to SimRail today. I know, Nabil. I know. Because I go on too late, bro. I won't even lie. I'm only messing with you. I usually get on at like either too late or too early. 14-125 is definitely new to this. Yeah. That was the most NPC interaction I've ever encountered.
14-125. So now you're putting me in the hole.
So, for 14-125, yes, you are held as per schedule. If you check your schedule, your route information, you see that you have a scheduled stop over here.
Oh, yes. Thanks.
Anyway, he's got it now. Even just to let me go, it wasn't enough for him. He had to see on his own schedule to accept that he's going to be stopped for a while. What's he yapping about?
And thank you for your cooperation.
He got there in the end, man. We don't really have to slow down because he's going to slow down to go in. Oh boy.
Well, Samovice for 1327, you are behind a slower train who is going into the siding right here. We'll have you out here in just a jiffy.
Train 1327, message received. Thank you very much for the information. There's 1327. No, that's us. Sorry.
Oslamowise 14-125. Thanks to you. Good work.
That was 6122.
And thank you for your cooperation. So sorry for the XT35. I'm going to hold you just a minute for spacing. Hold that signal, please.
Got it, thank you.
Oh, no, I've got some activity today. Come on. We picked the right service to start with. This is the most sort of professional dispatcher that I've encountered, I think, so far. Apart from Lil Venus, of course. I really need a second monitor, man. Normal in German servers, I know, man, I know. I wish this was the norm here as well. I really wish. This is a hell of a train, Jesus. It gives you, as a train driver, peace of mind as well when you know that the dispatcher knows what they're doing. When you're confident in the dispatcher, you're good. You know that whatever occurs is, you know, in order. Pardon me, I'm Jonathan. All right, Nabil. Well, I'm, as you can see, 1327, so you can locate me on the map. And then, I don't know if it's going to be possible to have us running together like last time. Pardon me. Oops.
Oslam Wise 14125. I apologize for my English, Oslam Wise, but I'm Italian. I don't know it well, and I'm learning it with SimRail. In fact, a terrible pronunciation.
Bless him. He's trying.
No problem, you're very understandable. Oslamovic for 1460-35. You may proceed on and have a for your cooperation.
Thank you, Olechopnitze. Have a nice trip.
I'm going to the one in front of you. Okay, 132025. The is that a cargo train? That's a cargo train. I have a cargo train in front of me. Hopefully he gets to oh boy. Oh boy. I forgot the pronunciation. Okay, well hopefully you get to there before I do, before I catch up to you. Because it's traveling at 100 kilometers an hour. So yeah, let's see. Let's see. Look at all this foliage and compare it to Semmeringbahn yesterday and some of the gaps we were seeing. You don't see any gaps. At least around the driver's view. Alright, Nabil, you've taken over. I can see that little face. I'm actually really looking forward to driving cargo trains and everything that's going to come with that. The slow runnings, the having to pull in and let every other train go by. But you know, I think it's offset by.
Oslavovich for the 14-125. For your information, there's one more Pendolino coming behind you. After that, I will send you on your way.
It's offset by the
Yes,
feeling
don't
that
worry.
you're delivering important goods, you know. So it's a good experience in itself, and well, there's gonna be a lot of it to come, and it's gonna be nice finally having this middle screen actually display something when ETCS comes through. I would love to have an idea of pricing of the DLC. I was thinking about it today. I was thinking to myself, how much am I actually gonna need to put aside for this? Like, I don't have a clue. I'm hoping it's gonna be no more than, you know, 20 something pounds, but I guess we're gonna find out. Judging by the map, this could be either this will be the last green or the one before last, because we are very quickly catching up to Nabil, although Nabil's also somewhat quickly approaching the next signal box. Yes, Nabil, 100 kilometers. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. Could legit get into like any truck and Euro truck and overtake you. I think we're definitely going to have at least one more green. But if you don't get pulled in at the next signal box, Nabil, I'll be very, very confused. And I'm worried because it is player controlled, so it could go either way. It could really go either way. Didn't give me any points for Horn. But if I missed it, I would have lost points. It's an L. We have 41122 coming towards us. It's just passing the bill. Should be seeing it in maybe 30 seconds to a minute. And that is a EP08. It's an ECE service. And it's AI controlled. I'm being pulled out, okay. Thank God. Thank God. I was genuinely worried for a bit. I'm not gonna lie, behind me, there's an elf by about a minute and a half. And then the previous dispatcher said that there was a Pendolino coming, so I don't know how long you're gonna be kept in there. I think that the elf is definitely gonna go past you. And I don't know how far back the Pendolino is. The Pendolino is about 3 minutes maybe behind the elf, so I really don't know. I guess it depends on the dispatcher. But you could be there for like 10 minutes. Hopefully not too long though. Listen, that's the beauty of driving a cargo train realistically. 26 minutes early. Okay, well, well, that could be it. That could be it, man. What time are you scheduled to finish? Mine's 301 tunnel should be the last point. "26 minutes early" is wild. Well, you know what? It's better than 26 minutes late. Arguably, anyway. Arguably. Some might think the other way around. Because 26 minutes late means you're going to be routed. I'm being given a yellow. Boy, it hurt the hell up. I'm gonna have to slow all the way down. Alright, cool, we're good. Your finish is behind tunnel. I would hope so. Because yeah, I've timed it so we finish just before the server restart. Around 4:10, okay. So RIP for server restart. Alright, we're clear. Dispatch have done a good job. And we get to hit, say, a higher VMAX as well. I only learned recently that the ETCS in TSW doesn't even work properly. How embarrassing. That's Rivet Games for you, man. Is this your train, Nabil? I believe it is. This is Nabil to our left. Why are you there? Actually, no, that makes sense. That makes sense. That makes perfect sense. That's a hell of a train, my boy. Damn. There he is. Why did it always give you that character? I feel like that's one you had last time. AI? Oh yeah, the next signal box is AI controlled. It's the ETCS level 2 region. I don't think I know like very basics of ETCS, but I don't know it. Like basically I'm looking forward to learning it because it's gonna be new for me. It was crazy to build the how long you're gonna have to wait. Although after this signal box, the one after at Sari has a player. A very mature gentleman, if it is the guy in the picture. Yeah, you're gonna end up being there until server restart, Nabil. that might genuinely be the case. Hopefully you get out early, but you might legit be there until server restart. This is 24129 that we're creeping on. Local service. It does feel good being priority, you know. You feel like a king. You see all these trains left and right slowing down, all stopped, just for you. Feels good. I'm assuming the elf is going past you as well now. Almost. Yeah, that's actually a good shot, you know. You do get to do train spotting. It is quite cool seeing trains that fly past you. Even if they're not going super fast. But at the end of the day, who doesn't want to see a train flying past them? So from what I remember, I think ETCS is similar to LZB, right? So it shouldn't be like difficult to learn, I wouldn't think. There are a lot of Pendolinos about. Just dancing about. I wonder if there's a keybind to set the drive handle back to 0 without having to go through the whole putting it back. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on here, Novinus. I'm going to get on the radio in a second as soon as we come to a stop. This is train 1327 to Psari Dispatcher, currently being held at a red signal. Okay. Just zero communication. But we're able to go, so I guess that's the main thing. That dropped down to 100 kilometers. Why is that? Is that because of the yellow, or is that, are we taking that switching track? You can drive it on a bill good. I thought you might have had to wait for a lot longer. So you're still like what, 15 minutes early? Somewhere around there. I'm interested he knows you need to drive. Ah, yeah. Imagine you get routed the wrong way. That would be wild. Let's see. Let's find out. Because if it's the track, I think, the single track, the speed limit is a lot lower than 63 miles an hour or 100 kilometers. A lot lower, but I could be thinking of the completely wrong area. Anyway, yeah, I'm curious as well. Let's see. That's the beauty of multiplayer, man. This is the beauty of it. You don't drive knowing 100% everything's going to be smooth. That's how you know I'm doing maths, Nabil. You know what? I don't know what it is, but since I was young, me and time, it's been incredible. I remember I used to go to college, and we'd be on the bus, either by myself, and I would do it in my head, or I'm with people, or with a friend. And I'd say we're a good maybe 15 minutes away, and I'd say we're gonna get off from the bus at exactly this time, and 9 times out of 10, I would bang it. Absolutely on point. Perfectly on point. And I've been able to do that since. Not as good as I used to be. But you know, I'll still boast about it. Thankfully, no Venus. Maybe that silence was him, the cogs in his brain were working overtime and he had to focus. He has to put all his energy into focusing. I'm just glad, I'm glad you got it right in the end. So the washer cleaning the flies from the window doesn't work all the time. I found that it doesn't really work too well on this train. Maybe it's just this train. So this limit is 100 kilometers. I thought this line was slower. Had a slower limit. Oh, the little black dot insect. Yes, Nabil, you didn't know. Yeah, they are. And on some locos, you can use the washer and it will clean them. Crazy, huh? Crazy attention to detail. Six-minute delay. Sorry, mate. What's that, a Trax? Or is that another Pendo? I couldn't tell if he was flashing his lights or it was just the render distance. Said Trax. What's that, 120, isn't it? Also, games would need to reboot SimRail for that. I don't know what excuse. The thing is, it's like SimRail can do that because the game is very, very well made. Not bug free, but it's very well done. Even if Dovetail were to bring something like this in, they would get cussed for it, and not because the community can never be happy, but hey, can we fix the red signal bugs? How about those bugs, the red signal ones? Forget the ones on the window. Let's do the red signal ones. Let's do the rest of the bugs, and then we can put bugs on the windscreen. Those two are having a secret meeting. We counted what? 2 out of 2 routes, 2 runs out of 3 the other day that had red signal bugs. That's atrocious, man. Come on. We got a clear path ahead of us. There is no one ahead of us for a very long time. Let's go. This should be smooth. And I'm expecting that red signal to clear way before we even get close to it. Imagine actually making SimRail for the bugs. I mean, River have already made a big deal of the moths, right? On Edinburgh to Glasgow. So we're halfway there. Now they just need to make them react properly. Take the physics system from their flight simulator and apply it to the flights. Doable. Doable. I'm thinking that it's just that horn, that there's no like low and high, because where is it? Yeah, so here there's only the low, and it's easy to reach. But then I look over here, and this one's also easy to reach. So I don't know what the right horn pattern is. Just past the next checkpoint and exactly 15 minutes early. You thought I was lying, huh? It's gonna be, I can't believe we're gonna have all the screens like with information. I love that, man. Six years on, and TSW still has empty screens with no plan to do anything about it. TSW. Use the pedal one. This one? Hold on a second. You can't even do it over keyboard. That's like literally only the pedal. That's cool. So I guess, okay, well I guess that's easier than either one. Your hands don't even have to move. No, it's so sick. I didn't know that was a thing. Three miles and the signal is still red. Damn, man, we're 6 minutes behind schedule. And when you're going at a consistent speed, it's very hard to... There we go. It's very hard to make that time back. And the scary thing is, I'm cutting it very, very short with regards to the server restart. So I pray that there aren't any more delays, because we're already on the very, very edge. And I don't want to cut it any tighter than I have to. I missed the warning signal. I don't know if you can see the green screen behind me. There you go. I missed another warning signal. I don't think it's going to be. I sent my request on instant messages. Aren't you what? Aren't you following me already? They're both trying to distract me from my driving. I get the silliest, most useless, sorry, notification from Insta, man. Okay, you know, I actually saw that one. Oh, you sent me a lot. The last one, though, I think I sat my horn at these. Yeah, the last one I've actually seen. It was wild, but I've literally seen it so many times in Morocco. Yeah, sorry, I don't get notifications for requests. Yeah, I got 8 miles though. So by the time I get there, okay, that could be a stop, because there is some activity, but hopefully there won't be anything. Also, it's getting a bit hot in here. Get this going. Oh, that's lovely. I'm not looking forward to streaming in the summer, man. It gets hot. That's just a lot of work to look down all the time. I'm just gonna do it with the keyboard. I do wish there was a keyband for both though. I am very much on my own. This whole track has just been me from Sari all the way down to the next signal box. It's just me. The other pendulum that was behind us has vanished into the mist. How's your running going, Nabil? Is it smooth now, or are you being stopped again? Let me see if I can find you. You're at Sari now. Are you stopped? It looks like you're stopped. Another stop now, yeah, I thought so. So do I or do I not sound my horn at those orange with the black triangle? Let me check what it's for. If I can find it. So it means crossing signal ahead. Okay, so I just have to assume that not long after it, I'm gonna get a sign where I have to ring the horn. I'm gonna leave after I stop because I'm gonna eat. Alright, bro. We might not make it until restart, you know. I don't think we're making it. We've got less than 5 minutes to go. No, what am I talking about? Oh no, yeah, no, it's gonna be tight. It's gonna be super tight. Like by now, around now, we should have finished up more or less. That green signal ahead makes me very happy. Couple, I would assume, are cargo trains on the next line. But the AI seems to be handling everything pretty well. I hope we're not gonna have to wait until the evening for the DLC to drop, like what happens with TSW DLC. I hope it just comes out at a good time, because I'm gonna be streaming at this time again, so hopefully by this time it will be out. 34 or 35, Nabil. I think whatever rank we were last time, I haven't touched any ranked games since. I can just check from here, to be honest. Let me activate my Fortnite stats. Platinum 2. Yeah. Very, very late on the brakes. It's going to be a lot of minus points for violation. But I'm not going to lie, I'm not complaining. We need to make up time. I am so glad we didn't need to go switch track there. I'll take the minus points. I'll take the minus points. And just as we get down to 100, we're gonna have to put it back up to 120. That is a long ass cargo train. GTA issue, hello again, mate. Welcome to the stream once again. I remember you were here last night. How you doing, mate? There we go, up to 120. Let the train pass. And let's go. Took long enough. We're gonna have to bring it back down anyway to what, 110? Nice, how you doing? Not too bad, thank you. Not too bad. My nose is really trying it today, but we've kept it at bay. Should at least try and get our window cleaned. You know what? It is actually getting cleaned. I know it's hard to see because I'm having to look down. But from the bugs that were towards the bottom, most of them are gone. There is a little bit left. It's actually done a very good job. You know what? Fair enough. It's cleaned it well. Not perfect, but it's done a good job. We've got seconds until the server restart now. And we're just over 3,000 feet away from Tunnel, which is I think the server end the run ends either just after the tunnel, I think, or in the tunnel. I pray it's in the tunnel. I think it's in the tunnel. Let's find out, I guess. Oh boy, it's 3:05. Okay, please, anytime now. Anytime now. Please. This is tight. I just want to finish the scenario, please. Please, anytime now. Anytime now. It's 3:06. Ah, we were so close. Oh my god, we were so close. Oh my god. I think it's literally, I don't know if you can see it behind this window. Around here where the track switches. Oh my god, yeah, behind the junction. I missed out on so many points. So many XP. Fuck. It was that stupid stop at, sorry man. That stupid stop. Literally what it was. Literally all it was. Man. So close. So flipping close. Right, now we wait a few minutes for EN1 to come back. I can't believe that, man. Less than 30 seconds, Nilvinus, less. Because we were about to go back up to 120 kilometers. That is wild, man. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. So I did this the other day. I recorded this on YouTube. 3 hours, man. Now the next one is the run back. So that's even longer, 3 hours and 15. Why is that 4 difficulty level and this one's only 3? Same thing. This is 3 hours and 45. And this one's an hour 10, hour and 10, hour and 10. These two combined are a whole shift. And I wonder if we're going to have new scenarios for the new piece of track. On this side, we've got, Jesus, 2 hours 20, 2 hours 20, 2 hours 40, 2 hours 15, and 2 hours and 20. Only thing about these scenarios is it's a little bit painful when there's no AI driving around. Anyway, EN1's back online. Let's grab ourselves a 1 hour and 45 run with something a little different. I don't mind even doing more. I don't mind doing more express. Right, hour and 45, or as close to it as we can. Let's make sure we got passenger only. Hour and 36. It's close. I mean, 1 hour 46. I don't think we're going to get closer than this. I don't think we're going to get closer than this. Is this going to be that slow track, though? I usually find myself on it. I think it is. Oh, no, we're close to where we were last time. Or where all the activity was happening. What are we, 61124? Okay. I think we're good to take over. We're on the right channel. Sweet. How many kilometers have we driven? $2,497. Ain't that something? Level 59. Boy, have we made huge strides over the last month or so. Clearance given by the AI dispatcher. Hey, all right, Novinus. When are we due to be with you? What time is it now? 15:12. A while. A while, but hopefully as long as it's a smooth journey all the way, let's at least get there on time and not late. We have 14127 coming towards us. That's player controlled. I mean, all the way to Pochino is pretty quiet. Who's behind us? No one. Let me see if I've got the pronunciation for that, Novinus. I should do. I don't. How? That was one I was so certain I had. I don't have it. It's a shame. What's our VMAX? Hey, gonna go faster than this? Whether there's a 99 track limit or not. I really do wish we could have an edition of a what's it called? A gradient indicator.
Samovic at 14127. You have a scheduled stopover at our place, so you're going in the siding on track 3. Please hold that signal.
I like that guy. It's a shame we're leaving. Zero-minute delay, but there is a risk of getting that delay if we continue to traverse behind our speed, behind our VMAX. So where's the washer for this this train then? I know we have wipers, of course. Where is the wiper control? Oh, over here. Okay, so the washer's there as well. Okay. Good to know. Oh, Pendo. AI bot controlled though. Nonetheless, still fun to see. Did not mean to do that. Please sit back down. Thank you. I love how you can still control the train regardless, even if you're standing up. What happened to SimRail's popularity, man? This game brought us our record number of viewers. Last week it was quiet. This week it's looking a bit quiet as well. Maybe because of the time of day. I really need to get a new camera as well. Definitely not a priority though. It works right now. It's good enough. And that will have to do for now. We can hold it at 75. I think it's anywhere between 10 and 15 for all position. Should work. About 25 minutes away from you now, Novinus. How are things looking there right now? Hopefully not too busy. Wait, yellow coming up? Why? Do we have something behind us? No. So why do we have a yellow? And this is AI, so... Anyway, let's get ready to start. All right, I do. You know what? You know, it had just gone right past it. And I noticed it maybe like 2 minutes ago. I saw it and I was like, oh, okay. We haven't stopped coming up. Nice. And it just, yeah. Thank you, Novelas. Nevin, I'm gonna fly. All right, Nabil, where you flying? And where you heading to? From Morocco to Spain, nice one. What, in Boiling? Is it Boiling? I think so. Feet, so I'm going to release the throttle completely. We'll start with the brakes, nice and easy. Imagine you would need to unlock countries or content via DLC, bruh. In today's day and age, the scary thing is that's not even too far from reality. That is not even too far from reality, man. What's Boss Simulator 21 like, Nabil? I've just got it, and I see that you own it on Steam. What's it like? I got it for free on Prime Gaming. Hammer Joe, hello mate, welcome to the stream. Nice to have you here with us. Oh boy, this is early. I don't mind getting an early stop at this point as long as we get in the green. We're gonna be alright though. I do indeed, Nabil. I do indeed. I'm so happy I never actually spent any time on that game or money, obviously. Imagine buying it just for it to just disappear. Bit too arcade and childish. It's a live stream. Yes, Joe. You should cut off the music and let us hear the game sounds. Yeah, you want me to turn it down a little bit? I don't mind doing that, mate. There you go. I love the sounds of the engines spooling up. Hopefully we get some more player dispatcher interactions. How do you like the game? It's my favorite train sim of the ones I've played, Joe. No question about it, mate. Love the multiplayer, love the realism, love the sounds, love the routes, love the trains. Yeah. So it's a very well done game all around. OMZ's better for Nabil. Well, it's a different genre though, Nabil, isn't it? So. But yeah, if we're talking bus sims, OMZ absolutely hands down every time. True, true. But then there's even Power Washer Simulator. I remember what's the one with a rubbish sweeper in it? I don't remember the name of it. It's from like a decade ago. Lawn mowing simulator, yep. That's a thing as well. I really hope they've made some optimizations. I'd love to play this in like higher graphics settings. It looks fine as it is, I won't even lie. But just knowing that it could be even better, I would love that. Yeah, from Skyhook Games, that's wild. Like, that's not even like a joke. It's genuinely from Skyhook Games. That's crazy to me. But hey, it's popular, right? So they're doing some things right over there. Exit given by the AI, thank you very much. We have a technical stop. Where Novinus is. What's your personal take on SimRail, Joe? If you're still about. I don't have it yet, waiting to see if there's going to be a sale of the DLC, but I've been waiting on people playing it, and it's fantastic. Yeah, that's what I've been saying as well. I really do hope there is a sale when the DLC comes out. I think that'll bring in a lot more players. I think we need more players, especially over on the English server. It's too quiet. It's too quiet. You'll see the numbers on the German servers and the Polish servers, and they are popping, and they're like active. The dispatchers are active, the train drivers are actually active, everyone's talking, communicating. You're almost lucky if you get to communicate on the EN servers. One day I'll be able to play like this. I don't know when that day will come, but one day. the dispatching is an awesome addition and sets this game apart. 100%, I agree. I think only Railroader has dispatching. The dispatcher plus multiplayer aspects is just an incredible attraction to the game, incredible features, and it's the fact that they work well as well. And you've got a community that takes it very seriously. And if you look over on the SimRail forums, or you can find them on the Discord as well, there's a ton of information. Everyone's willing to help everyone out. And that's what we like to see. A lot of people that were on the Dovetail forums with regards to Train Sim World 4 were saying that they don't want to see a multiplayer because people are going to be trolling and all sorts. But I think this game's proven enough. Yes, naturally, as in every game, you know, you will get the odd person here or there messing around. But for the most part, everyone seems to take it seriously. Alicante to Rabat. Why not record it in a bill and make it into a little YouTube video? What's Railroader like, Joe? I think I've seen a couple videos here and there. I haven't really delved into it too tough. The thing is Steam just isn't my cup of tea. I'm more into either modern traction or like 80s, 90s traction. There were trolls when this game first released, obviously, but that was the first hype. Yeah, naturally, I'm not surprised, naturally. It's definitely matured now. I think it was the same with Flight Sim, sorry, wasn't it? When it first came out and there was all the hype. You had a lot of people going on there just for the fun of it. But now time tends to seed out those players. There's trying to point I spent on that 300k goal was useless. Why? What, because no one else is doing it? Why don't you start a prediction and gamble them? You could do it, by the way, as a mod. Just type in, I think you just type in /prediction and then you can create one. 10 days left, you can only enter 2k max per stream and no way you can do that. Oh, right. Yeah, well, I hoped he would have enticed some people to, you know, be a bit more active. I don't know, man. The numbers haven't been great this past week. I don't know why. We had a good run a couple weeks ago, but it's been pretty quiet since then. I do wonder if I only streamed, like, Train Sim World, if I'd be more successful. That's how a lot of you guys came through Train Sim World. But we hit a record of SimRail, like I mentioned earlier. So you think a mix of the two would be the perfect recipe, right? There was more free time, vacations, and Easter. True, true, true. That is a good point. But then again, it's not like when I stream in the evenings or on the weekend that the numbers come back, you know. Hello, Navi. Afternoon, mate. It's been a while, innit? How you doing? This little ticking would drive people crazy, you know. I'm not too bad with it, but I can imagine it would drive a lot of people nuts. Do I Nilvaness? Hold on, let me check my route. Oh boy, we got a long way. Am I making way for anyone? It does drive me nuts. Nabil, you're not repping the channel. You haven't got my badge by your name. That Pendo is 1629, AI controlled. There's no word on the Steam train becoming available to play. I wonder what the situation is with that. Probably the update after the next. Seven miles away from Nilvaness. Sitting at the signal box ahead. Entrance onto track 4, okay. Make sure to let me know that in game as well, so that we can communicate. We're gonna be there for a while. We're gonna be there until 10 to 4. It will be a scheduled stop. What's the purpose of scheduled stops? Like, why do I have to stop there? Is the train scheduled to overtake me? Is it because I don't know what other reason it could be. I found out some bad news. TSW isn't supported by Nvidia. Now I know why I was like pants on my laptops using the built-in AMD graphics and not the Nvidia GeForce RTX 50. You should be able to forcefully change that, Navi. There should be a way to force applications to use your, what's it called, your main GPU rather than onboard graphics. Running on onboard graphics would definitely explain bad performance, 100%. One 4129 coming towards us. What a name. Cora van Lincolnius. Find it and you understand why I struggle to read it. It's a tongue twister. I need to sort out that bot. The message came up yesterday as well. It's because I changed my Twitch password. So everything connected to Twitch now has to be reassigned. Hey Astons, hello mate. Welcome back. How you doing today? Nice to see you again, mate. Ah, 6124 is behind us. Pendo. That's caught up to us quick. Wow, that's come out of nowhere. Let's try and maintain VMAX so that we are not in the way too tough. I mean, when it's traveling at what? How fast would it be going here? 120? It wouldn't be going 124 miles, would it? I feel like it's a little bit too quick. But it really has come from nowhere. Glad to hear you're doing well, mate. I'm also not doing too badly myself as well. Can't complain. Alright, let's be wary of having to slow down. One 32029 cargo train being pulled by a 186. Give it one last kick before we slow down. We let it coast. I'll be back. Just got to do something. All right, mate. See you in a bit. Don't want to slow down too harshly. I mean, I think this 624 is behind us is already, it's going to be on yellows, at least, if not red. Got up to us shockingly fast. What system do you play on? It looks so smooth. I'm playing on a, well, type in exclamation mark system, I think, and it should give you my specs. And I'm playing at 4K, which I don't have there, which sounds good in theory, but it means the GPU's working extra hard and I'm probably missing out on a lot of detail. Yep, definitely holding back 6124 right now. And I'm playing about medium settings, believe it or not. No, type in exclamation mark system in YouTube chat, Joe. And there should be a bot telling you my specs. Can do it myself in a second. Just gotta come to a stop. But not 4090 though, I wish. I wish. No response from Nightbot? Okay. Gotta do some manual labor then, innit? Give us just a sec, mate. I know why, I think. No, you're on YouTube. Whoops. Let's just pull up. We are going to be here for about 4 minutes, 3 minutes or so, just over 3 minutes. And I'll sort you out, mate. How about I do on Twitch? Hold on. Am I even thinking of the right command? Is it specs? Should be. It should be something. It should be something. There's a Pendolino that we're letting go. Let's not go past the red. Hold on a second. What is it? Netbot.tv. Log in with YouTube. Commands, custom. Oh, setup. That's that. That'll be it. Or so it should be. There you go. Got there in the end. Setup. Kind of makes sense, right? Who would have thought? Who would have actually thought? So we are here for another few minutes. Who else have you got coming past after then? Nilvanus, should I get depart? Okay. Turn the brakes off. Isn't it a bit naughty though, departing behind schedule? Absolutely locked in right now. Yes, Joe, at 4K as well, mate. I know you're seeing 1080p, but I am playing at 4K. But bearing in mind, I am running at medium settings, so yeah, SimRail is quite tough to run, to be fair. Why aren't these wipers clearing the rain? I guess that's a bug. What are these settings? Ah. I'm impressed. It looks fantastic. Yeah, it's running real smooth, mate. I've turned the stream down from 60 FPS to 30 FPS, so it would have looked smoother. But I am experimenting turning down the smoothness a little bit. First, I'm seeing this rain bug on here. I know there's that other bug where there's rain indoors under in the tunnel. I'm really looking forward to that DLC, Joe. I'll be very honest with you, mate. I'm really looking forward to it. I've just about become comfortable driving the trains that are available for now. So it seems pretty timely to have a new challenge come out in a couple of days. Obviously, it's going to be great having a new track as well. ETCS, you know, new safety system. There's just a lot going on. I'm really looking forward to it, man. The exit of early access, so we're going to be playing a proper game rather than beta testing in one way or another. So yeah, man, I'm really looking forward to it. Quite curious on the price. I find it interesting that no information on that has been released. But hopefully it won't be anything too wild. And I do hope there will be a sale so that we get a bunch of new, you know, players come in. I'm curious to see what the shunting is going to look like. Yeah, that's going to be interesting doing some of that as well. I think, aren't some people able to do it now through like custom scenarios and stuff like that? I think it's something that can be done now, but it will be great to have that brought in like officially. Most important to me, new signal boxes. Yeah, Nilvanus, a new challenge for you as well. A new challenge for you as well in that area. I'm going to be done with uni in early May, so I'm gonna have a lot more free time to learn everything I need to learn for signaling. I'll be able to start educating myself on that. Probably gonna have to do a retake actually. I know I flopped my maths exam on what day is it today? Thursday, Friday, Tuesday I think it was. New spaces. You better get those chairs nice and warm, man. Better get those chairs nice and warm ASAP. And it's going to be busy as well. It should be. You'd expect it to be busy as long as the price isn't too crazy. Expect it to be very busy. So good luck. Brian E. Hello, mate. Welcome to the stream. Welcome back to the stream. Yes, it's well, it's the time that you can see on the left here. So 7 minutes until 4. So it is a good afternoon indeed. And I assume good morning to you. Let's get some shot going. So we are express until until Warsaw. Could have guessed that. I need somewhere to hang my phone. That would be cool. Is it ridiculous I have to put my phone up here? Yes, very. Keep it here. Do we have wheel slit? That's one thing I've never experienced in this game. I guess we haven't had the torrid weather to contend with so far. We get some rain here and there, but we never have like a storm. Not that I've experienced anyway. I'd be very surprised if you don't have wheel slit. That Pendolino is long gone. Still on the same stretch of track, but yeah, long gone. We've got another one coming towards us though, 1431, bot controlled. Clearance given to us by the AI dispatcher. Nothing out of the blue. There's 6124. 1431. Looking at my number for a sec. I find that the game doesn't really give a sense of speed at 200 kilometers. I think it depends on FOV really. I wish there was a more adjustable FOV. I think this one's decent, what we get with the game. But I think, yeah, FOV plays a part, and maybe motion blur could be worked on a little bit more. Maybe that would help with a sense of speed as well. But I mean, what game does give you a good sense of speed? Because Train Sim World doesn't, unless you adjust the FOV with God mod. But by default, you don't really get a big sense of speed with Train Sim World. It's very difficult. It's even racing games. So let's be honest, where you know, if you're gonna feel a sense of speed in any game, it's gonna be racing games. There's something I've struggled with for years and years and years in racing games, is feeling that sense of speed. VR helps, playing in VR, but I don't know. It's something that I struggle with. That Panda didn't feel like it was going fast. Took too long. I definitely feel you. Bearing in mind as well, you are only watching the stream at 30 FPS. Maybe if it was higher, maybe 60 or 144 or 120 or whatever, you'd have a better experience. But yeah, let me know what games do you guys feel does do well in terms of giving you a sense of speed. Funnily enough, of all games, I think Forza Horizon 5 does a decent job from what I remember. A decent job. But even games like Assetto Corsa, which is arguably a racing sim, doesn't do a great job. I mean, we ran the Pendo, Joe, about an hour ago, just before the server restarted. And although you definitely feel like you're going faster than this, obviously, it's not perfect. It's not perfect. I think, yeah, you'd have to... I mean, it took like 3 seconds to go by when it should be like a second. Maybe it was just super long. Maybe it was just super long. I mean, that's part of it though, isn't it? That's part of it. Whether you're driving it yourself, whether you're looking at it from external view, other than being still and having it go past you. Bearing in mind as well, I don't know what the VMAX on this track, or what the track limit is. Because that Pendo could have just been traveling. Let me see what speed it was traveling at, actually. I have the map here. 1431, right? No, fair enough. It is traveling at 200 k's. Your train does feel like it's going at 80 kilometers. Well, this is that's miles, Joe. So we were going at 75 miles per hour. So that's 120 k's. I feel like 70 miles an hour feels a little quicker than this. I feel like this feels like more like, okay. So if I look this way, it's a lot better. Let's get the windows down. It's better. Oh, you can lean out the window. Oh, you can hear the wind as well, blowing in your ears. I did not know this. This is the first time I'm seeing this. How do I get out? How the hell? Return to cabin. Thank you. Yeah, so I think with a lot of games as well, when you look to the right, you can tell you're going pretty fast. But when you look ahead, you lose all of that sense of speed. It really is an FOV thing, in my opinion. It's partly why in Train Sim worlds, I'll make the view a bit wider than default. VMAX Brian is VMAX is the max speed of the train. So you can see over here on our little timetable list, or timetable. VMAX is the little section here on the very right hand side. So you can see there's 120 and 100. I think 100 is if it was I don't know what 100 would be for. I think it was a cargo train, but I believe all of these are train dependent. But it is 120, which is 75 miles an hour, and that's basically the maximum allowed speed of your train. So even though the train could go faster, so it's not the max speed of the train, just max permitted speed. Yeah, so Joe, it's a little bit confusing because I'm based in the UK and obviously we use miles per hour over here. I tend to do that when I can, but it does mean with certain games you get a complete mix. So yeah, sorry for the confusion, but for example, you've got kilometers up here and miles down here, and then on the timetable you've got it in kilometers again. But yeah, you won't see this train going faster than 75 miles an hour or 120 kilometers an hour. And then the Pendo's doing 200 k's, which is 124 miles an hour. But for 124 miles an hour, yes, it probably should have gone by a lot quicker. I think your point still stands regardless. We've got 16131 coming up towards us. It's a AI controlled EP07. We've got an EU07. Animals on the tracks. The issue is, it's not that that's impossible, but usually with, you know, when you're working with brands, they tend to stray away from such violence. I mean, look at the whole MTA debacle with Long Island Railroad 2, the upcoming DLC for Train Sim World. That took so long because of specific safety systems on the train. Because MTA were so, I don't want to say anal, but they wanted to be very, very particular about what was represented in the game or not. And should it be made known to them that it's a possibility to have animals on the tracks? I think they would very quickly withdraw their license. Train Sim World has lost. Matt revealed recently that Train Sim World lost a lot of, not lost a lot of licenses, but couldn't get to a lot of agreements with a lot of train operating companies because it's possible to crash. Just because you can crash, and they don't want that, which is a shame. But yeah, every band wants to be represented in the best light, right? That's why it's very rare to have realistic crashes with racing games, because brands just don't want you to be able to see their car destroyed. And I think that's especially why, because of the nature of what sort of game GTA is, I think that's especially why we will never see licensing over there. Never. And then you got like Hummer licensing their EV on Call of Duty, because obviously, you know, they want their car to be shown as hardcore and military ready. Nothing's done by accident, basically. The closest I think I've seen us get to that was back in, was it Scania Truck Simulator, something like that, from SES, a little while before Euro Truck Simulator 2 came out. It was a pretty cool game, to be honest. It was based on all these like challenging drives with a truck, and one of the challenges was like a reaction test where they projected an animal on the roads. And I really don't think we'll get any closer than that with real brands. I'm annoyed at TSW. They come up with new versions way too often, and you need to get tons of DLCs that cost money. Yeah. I don't mind that. Obviously, not all DLCs are worth the same amount of money. You compare something like 5 Circle to Blackpool Branches, both of them cost the same money, both of them way different in terms of quality, literally on opposite sides of the scale. So definitely the topic to a conversation to have there. But for me, it's the iterations. The game hasn't changed much from TSW 2. And we're on the verge of a possible TSW 5. And everything that's been added since TSW 2 could have been added in TSW 2. So, you know, fine. Add DLCs, charge for them, not an issue. But all these little iterations, man, doesn't make sense. Train Sim World DLCs are forwards compatible though, right? Yes. Yeah. The only time that hasn't been the case is with the NEC route from TSW 2020, and there was a shunter, I believe. I don't remember exactly the proper name for it, the codes, but there was a shunter that couldn't be moved forward. And I think that's it, if I'm not mistaken. Everything else has been, like, everything in the game today has been in the game from 2018. So fair enough, but that's almost like the least we'd expect, realistically. But at the end of the day, hey, we have to remember, they're a business and they're going to do what's in their best interest. We're not the priority when it comes to the dinero. What I will voice my upset at, though, is the lack of quality. Samarin Barn yesterday, yes, it was good for the most part, but we saw the scenery, we saw the excessive use almost of 2D textures. And I haven't visited the forums, but I hope that they're getting flamed for it the same way people flamed Rivet for that same issue. Yes, it's not as prevalent as on 5 Circle, but it's there. And it's in view of the line, you know, it's within the train driver's view, and it shouldn't be there. It shouldn't be. A distant scenery, very, very average. It's a shame. We're getting charged more for worse quality. It's a real big shame. Real big shame, man. Well, it's also a big shame that these wipers don't work. That really sucks. I do wish we saw like regular fixes and regular patches rather than having to wait for, you know, big updates every few months. At least those updates are worthy of being as big as they are and worth waiting for most of the time, but I really do wish we saw regular fixes. Apologies for getting here late early. I nearly done this shoot, I just started. We are 2 hours and 10 minutes in, so we've got about 50 minutes, 50. So we're gonna finish at 5 o'clock here, or whenever this route finishes basically, which should end a little bit earlier. Actually no, it should finish more or less at 5 p.m. So you've got just under an hour, Brian. We've done well with delays today, so far anyway. Let me not speak too early. Obviously, we were a bit delayed with the Pendolino, but that wasn't really our fault. Right, we do have 31126 behind us. What is that? Okay, it tracks. So 96 kilometers an hour. Let me keep an eye on his speed for now, because from what I know, the tracks, it does have a higher VMAX than us for the most part. Are these routes 1-to-1 then? Is it for your IRL? Yep, there you go. Nilvinus has answered for you. It is indeed 1-to-1. It's also not the shortest run, by the way. I've seen, obviously, this, I'm assuming, includes stops and scheduled waits and whatnot. But I have seen 4-hour plus services and scenarios. On single player, there's a 3 hour and 45-minute run. So, you know, that mixed in with multiplayer, mixed in with the opportunity to dispatch. The multiplayer alone aspect and having players sit in signal boxes means that you're never guaranteed the exact same run twice. You can take the same service at the same time, but you're never gonna, we need to change this to channel 2. You're never gonna get you're never guaranteed the same run twice, which is obviously very different to Train Sim World in that regard, where, you know, if you got an all green run on that same service last time, you're gonna get another all green run on this service this time. I have made a video comparing Train Sim World to SimRail. That is on the channel on YouTube, so if you guys want a 15-minute or so, I think it's about 15 minutes, comparing the two games, you might want to check that one out. I find the weather in Poland is never too different from the weather here. So the weather that you guys see in multiplayer is taken from real life data. Again, something I'd love to see in Train Sim World, but unfortunately we don't have that yet. And I always find that it's very similar to what we have all the way up here in London. What did you do with the radio? So I changed it from channel 1 over to channel 2. So you can see there's 10 channels here to select from. You're also able to adjust the volume, and there is a possibility to block out the white noise, and also to just turn it off, realistically, if you want to do that. Nilvinus can explain what ZEW 1, 2, and 3 does. I know it's used in single player to talk to the AI dispatcher. Not sure what it does in multiplayer though. But as you drive, you'll see some signs that have R followed by a number, and that dictates what that number dictates what channel you should be on. So the R just stands for radio. So in that case, we had R2, I believe. So I've switched us over to channel 2 on the radio. And that's it for the rain. Similar was rainy 2 hours ago. Oh, so it's a little bit behind then. Ah, so I wonder if it's because of the time. I wonder if it's because of the time difference. Interesting. Very, very, very interesting. Gotcha, that's not shown on the table on the left, right? Yes, so you can either voice chat or you can type. So that's an underrated feature. I won't even lie. The fact that you can do both is underrated. Not everyone's going to have a microphone. Not everyone's going to be comfortable talking. So you do have that option. And you have obviously AI stuff there as well. So you're able to see what the AI is doing. It's a great game, man. It's a great game. There's a reason why it brings this excitement and this giddiness out of me that Train Sim World used to once upon a time and just doesn't anymore. This makes Train Sim World feel outdated. Yes, Train Sim World's got the variety in terms of countries and obviously a lot more trains, although not as many liveries for those trains. But yeah, the quality here is just unmatched, man. Unmatched. You can see that this game's made with passion, you know. You look at the speedometer, I don't know if you've noticed, but it's sort of jittery. And with it being an old train, that makes sense. The mileage here is actually your mileage over the entirety of your game time. So I've traveled 2,608 kilometers in my time playing SimRail. You know, stuff like that. They didn't need to put that into the game, but it's neat. It shows extra care and attention. You get bugs that stick to the window that you can use the washer and the wiper to clean off. That's just a beautiful attention to detail, in my opinion, man. Just the stuff we love. If you can turn on the there's a heater here, so I guess put your bowl of soup on or a drink. That actually goes red after a while. Where's the button for it? Stove. There you go, stove. Why is it enabled? It's just a little. There's a usable toilet on one of these trains that has a working sink, I think. I don't know if the toilet flushes as well. Again, it's not necessary, but it just adds to the experience, and it just shows again passion, care, you know, effort. Oh, we got 1.5 miles until we need to stop. I'll let it coast until we get to about, well, under a mile. Should give the signaler enough time. I don't see why we are being pulled over. Maybe for the ELF service behind us, but then I don't think that's going faster than us. That's a local service, I believe. Could be wrong. But yeah, we'll interact with the dispatcher if necessary. Also, you can see over here under each location, there's R2. That's also an indicator to what channel you should be on. We're 2 minutes early. Maybe that's got something to do with it. So we can see the signal ahead, just under 2,000 feet away. There's our clearance. Didn't even need to communicate. You can sleep in. I don't know what's going on today, Novelist, man. We've had that one really good dispatcher, and the others have been very questionable. What's in front of us? Bro, we got a cargo train in front of us. Come on. Come on. Hopefully that's not on the same track, but with these yellow and red, I don't know. I'm going to be a little bit brave. Let's see. I really think that cargo train is on the same track. Oh, got a green. Yeah, slow motion here before you, yep. Can see it on the map. It's quite busy for a while, actually. We'll slowly accelerate, but we've got 414050 directly ahead of us, a cargo train. Ahead of that, we've got 91962, which is an EN57. Gonna coast for a bit. You know what? From here, for a while, we've got quite a bit going on. It's gonna be an interesting, what, maybe 15 minutes, possibly. Do we know what is the max number of players in one server? I believe 86 drivers and 40 something dispatchers, if I'm not mistaken. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's somewhere around that region. So it can get really, really busy, especially over on the Polish servers, especially. And then the German servers are not far behind. And then the measly English one. 27, is that the max? No, Venus. Okay, so maximum 27 dispatchers and between 60 and 80 drivers, I think. Again, I could be wrong about that. Oh man, the Polish and German servers is just constant like communication. There's constantly stuff going on. The English ones tend to be a lot quieter. Around 80 train drivers, yeah. Thank you, Novinus. Yeah. That's why I'm really hoping we get a burst of players with this DLC, man. I wish I could speak enough Polish and German to get onto those servers, but alas, I'm not there yet. We're just gonna continue coasting for a bit here. What have we got behind us? There is a service behind us. Is that coming towards us or away from us? Away from us. Is 31126 coming towards us? Can't tell. Well, I'll keep it coasting until we get a green. Until I coast past a green. I won't let it go any slower than 30, I think. We are starting to make some distance now between ourselves and the train in front. See what the signal after this one is saying. Okay. Now we can, now let's give it some. Whew. 997 amps, just under the 1000 limit. We're still early actually, which is really good. So we didn't actually lose any time. We did, but we didn't at the same time. We didn't lose any time to the schedule. So thank you, Nilvanus, for releasing us early, all the way back in... I'm not going to try and pronounce it. All the way back at your signal box. Because I think that's helped us a lot. I believe this was the train that was ahead of us. So you can see why we were so delayed. I'll say it every single time. Driving around these areas, past these shipping container depots at night, is an experience you have to have on your own. You have to experience it yourself. Incredible. The lighting is gorgeous in this game. All right, meeting marathon begins in a moment. I need to sign off. Thanks for streaming for us. No worries. It's a pleasure. An absolute pleasure, Brian. Thank you for stopping by, man. Hopefully catch you on Monday for the next one. Okay, back to yellows. What's this one for then? 91962 ahead of us? Maybe. Although I think that's on the other track. Thank you, Novinus. Have you moved signal boxes? I mean, before Warsaw, there's a lot going on ahead of us before you get anywhere near Warsaw. And turn these off now. Got around 30 minutes left for our scheduled arrival at Warsaw. Well, we're arriving at Warsaw from here, however, Warsaw Central, a little bit further down the line. See what the washers are like on these windows. Wait, that's for that one. Are they separate? Ah, there we go. Let's clean it up a little bit. It's really getting very clean. I guess these wipers are just bugged on this train. Doesn't seem to be doing much. One 333 going past us. Got 91962. I'm assuming should be on the right somewhere. I believe it's going to be an elf. Crossing coming up ahead. Not seeing a sign telling us to use our horn though. There we go. wonderfully on time in Overness. It's a very good feeling to arrive on time. Again, I don't want to speak too early. I don't know what awaits us. But for now, it's looking good. Not right now, Joe. Hopefully we can get to that point sometime in the future. But right now, no. The thing is, you need at least the chat open, at least, because not everyone's going to use the, you know, that mic. The AI obviously don't use any voices. But the timetable, so everything here on the left, other than obviously the clock itself, which you can just find here, because of course the devs were careful enough to include the clock right there in the middle. So the clock is there, the timetable is here with all the information, the times that you should be arriving at wherever you are, the Vmax, speed restrictions, everything is there. So as long as you can understand this, of which there is a guide on the forums, you're good to go. So it's doable, but right now, I ain't risking it. I've only just about gotten to grips with the trains. So, yeah, I'll give myself some time before we get to driving hardless. But this is what it looks like without the HUD. Very, very clean. Very clean. And yeah, it just really just takes understanding every train and its operations. A few of them, although might look similar, are a little different in how you treat them. The very typical frame drops as we enter Warsaw. So I realized these frame drops, I only get them when I'm in multiplayer. Driving through here in single player was not a problem at all. I think there's always been in a frame, like a drop in frames when you go from single player to multiplayer. So we are here until 4:39. So we're going to be here for about a minute and a half or so, as per the schedule. Thank you, Nilvinus. Thank you.
Express intercity train from Warszawa to Lodz is arriving on track 1 platform 6. For this train a seat reservation is compulsory. Carriages number 11, 12 are in the front section of the train. Carriages number 13, 14, 15 are in the middle section of the train. Carriages number 16.
Wanted you guys to hear the announcements as they're still going on. Those are like accurate. That they basically announce what's going on live. They're not just generic announcements in the background. What on YouTube? Yes, the banana indeed. I didn't think about that, but it definitely does look like a banana. Welcome to the stream, mate.
The delayed local train from Warszawa to Skierniewice via Warszawa to Loki,
Even says when a train's delayed.
katowice-warszawa is arriving on track 2, platform 6. Please stand away from the platform.
It's not smooth, not pretty, but it's there. Imagine a game having to apologize for your delay. Been there. I thought it would have been limited to 25 miles an hour there, but it's 56, which I'm not complaining about. And the rain makes a comeback once again. I don't think we need to mess with the shunter from here on. We can let the throttle alone do the work. I know there's a 25 mile an hour limit coming up, so prepare for that in good time. And we just let it coast into Warsaw Central. Well, I hope we won't have the rain bug, but if we do, it is what it is. So we're about 2 minutes early. We're going to be here until 4:47, so we'll be here for about 5 or so minutes, or 4 now. Quite the bug, yeah. Luckily, it's not something that's present on all trains, but when you do end up with a train that has it, and of course it doesn't always rain as well, so it's not constantly something that's going to be that will bug you, but it's a bug nonetheless. It's been acknowledged anyway by the devs, so it shouldn't be a thing after Monday's update. And you do also see other players as well if they happen to be walking around, or if you take a look inside the signal boxes that are being operated by players, you can see them hanging about inside as well. Nice little details like that that make the gameplay for me. Oh, hello. I don't believe these doors function at all, so you can't cross over. Do we have only one set of one class of carriage? Oh no, we got some more over here. What's yellow? Is that first class? See what the first class interior is like. Quite disappointed in TSW in Dovetail in bringing us the submarine bundle with only second class coaches instead of the realistic mix. For the difference in seats, I really don't hope the prices are too high compared to like second class, but I guess you do have the clout, if you want, to say that you've got first class. These seats look more comfortable. This is more first class, in my opinion. What else do we have? We don't have a restaurant cab, do we? Restaurant car. No. You can find that on the tracks formation. All right, let's get back in here and prepare for our departure in 30 seconds. What page are we on now? Alright, we're still on this one. We're not really going to need that one, so we can just keep it there as is. Get the doors closed. Brakes off. And we'll leave bang on time. So we've got one more stop to make and we'll be out of there. I do hope they bring a I guess you could call it a patch for the mouse to disappear the same way it can do in Train Sim World. It does get a little annoying having to manually hide it every time. Very, very minor pet peeve. I really hope it comes through how nice the lighting is. And the Lino coming in. Alright, so it was raining. So it's not consistent then. It's not... That's strange. Because it was raining that whole time. But obviously the rain stops at some point as we entered the tunnel. We have a speed reduction coming up. I wouldn't be surprised if somehow the stadium was detailed inside. I've never noticed that bridge there. Little go-kart in track. Oh my god, there's go-karts on it. I've never noticed there's go-karts on it. They didn't need to include that detail, but there's bloody go-karts on the go-kart track. I love that. I've never ever noticed that. Little go-karts just whizzing about. I think we're holding on to our 1 minute early time. The thing with finding a bug in SimRail is that you're confident that it will get sorted out next update or next patch. With Train Sim Worlds, you don't know whether it's ever going to be sorted out. You don't know whether it's going to be sorted out and then brought back by a future update. You're always playing a guessing game. Train Sim World in general would be good for the bookies. The bets would be very interesting. All right, pulling up into our final stop of the run. Don't want to stop too early. Best stop of the day. 23 feet. It's quite quiet. It's quiet. There is a train over here, and that's about it. 19367. That is player controlled actually. He's just starting his run. Doesn't feel like a Friday for me. It feels like a Saturday. Feels like a proper Saturday. You guys got anything planned for the weekend? Got a pretty busy day tomorrow myself. Plans on Monday download patch, right? Right. Listen, I don't really need to ask you, mate. That's guaranteed. That's happening. No matter what the days are like, no matter how the weekend goes, the patch is getting installed. I hope it pops off, you know. I really, really do. I know I've high hopes and I've been kind of like really pushing for it, but I really do hope it like blows up the game, even if it's just for a few days. Just get that player count out. I'm looking forward to shunting as well. That's one thing that in Train Sim World I never thought would interest me, but I did it as part of a journey mode, and I've never looked back. Shunting is actually one of my favorite activities to do now. So I wonder how the Train Sim World one will, SimRail one will compare. Sorry. Can't figure out in the midst of all these numbers what code this is. I think this is 179. No. I think it's 1796. Over there. AI controlled. I cannot believe how close we were to completing a scenario earlier. Literally a matter of seconds. Literally a matter of seconds. Hello, Punk. I was wondering where you were. Yep, this is the last stop. Listen, at least you got to rest, mate. At least you got to rest. And at least you made it, hey. At least you made it. Late or not late, you're here. So you're very welcome. $30 to departure. And I think within 2 minutes of driving, should kick us out. I should become super duper unproductive until April the 30th. I mean, let's talk in more action, Punk. Have you been productive for the last week? I hope not. Don't be putting yourself in risky situations. There's nothing productive for me to do except showering, so it all works out. Great. Even when you're there, make sure you don't slip. I'm telling you, they're watching you, man. They're watching you. You will be extra careful in the day before release as well. That's when they'll try and catch you out. Just as you'll be thinking that you've made it through. And then boom. Right, we should vanish into thin air somewhere around here. Let's try not to end it with minus points. I wouldn't be surprised if that was the actual plan. And I wish it was that way because the Merring Barn needed more work. So I really do wish it was that way. Welcome back, Astons. Just as we're closing off. And there she goes. Scenario completed. 1 hour, 50 minutes, and 32 seconds. 4,400 XP. 95 miles driven. That is longer than like any route in TSW. Rightio. Let's get the music going a little bit more. Thank you very much to everyone who's been a part. Brian, Joe, Nilvinus, Ponk, Nabil, Astons. Hope I haven't missed anyone. Thank you for joining me today. It's been a pleasure streaming to you all. How would you like it to end, Joe? Would you rather it have ended at the last station? But yeah, it's been a pleasure streaming once again. No stream tomorrow, but we'll be back on Monday. Hopefully by the time we start, the DLC would have been released. We know with Train Sim World, they take a little while. Hopefully that's not the case. And if it is the case, I'll just stream in the evening then. Something like that, or a yard. But I mean, in reality, the service just continues on, Joe. So I don't think a yard is an option. But I guess, yeah, it would have to, well, to be honest, in all fairness, you could just hand it over to the bot. You can, I didn't showcase that, but you can, at any point in time, hand the train over to AI, like very, very quickly. And let the AI continue on for you. And you can sort of simulate like a handover sort of thing. Where you hand it over to the bot at the last station. So I guess you could be creative, but you know, you could get creative with it. Yes, Aston. So as long as the DLC has released, I'll stream at that time. If not, I'll probably still stream at that time, but it will be American Truck Simulator, I think. Or yeah, and then I'll stream SimRail in the evening. But one way or another, playing SimRail on Monday. And then it will be a week of SimRail, so we'll play it on Monday, Wednesday. We don't stream on Tuesdays usually. Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then we'll go back to the usual the following Monday. So I'll leave you guys here today. I hope you have a lovely rest of your Friday. Enjoy the weekend as well. Please look after each other, stay safe, and until the next one, peace out. Take care.